Hello, hello. Oh, I gotta get in the right spot. I have a guest. Woohoo!
Hi.
Okay, so a little history. She's my family. It's my cousin. It's my sister from another mother. And we've been Weight Watcher buddies for
10 years.
long time. That tells you anything how long we've been doing this program. So I'm gonna silence the comments so I can see what's going on. And I keep shifting because I switched the camera. So I think I'm moving one way and I'm really moving the other. So bear with us. Okay, so what are we doing? We're doing chicken piccata. Who went to the meeting last week? Who saw chicken piccata in our weekly? Kathy and I looked at each other and we're like, oh my God, that looks good. So we decided to do it, and hopefully it goes better than last week with the epic fail in the blender. Before I do anything else like that, I will be getting a food processor for sure. So a couple things. As always, I'm gonna post the recipe in case you don't have your weekly. I'm gonna post the recipe in the comment section. It will show on the top. I'm also gonna post it on my page under photos, and there is a file for WW recipes. You'll find it there too. So be patient with this evening, because after this meal cooks, we're eating, and we're eating like right away. So I'll post the picture and everything after. I'll also post our plated version of this recipe, because here's Weight Watchers. If y'all can see that, that's their plated version. So we're gonna see if ours will look like that. So we're gonna get to it. Are you guys ready? Let's go. So Kathy is going to start over there spiralizing 1 large zucchini and 1 yellow squash. And what we're doing on that, we're actually, this spiralizer is so great. But we're going to be cutting it off intermittently so that we don't have 12 feet of Zoodles. And I also will show you, because I know some people are going to ask, this is the spiralizer that I use right there. You can find others. There's a ton of them out there. Go to Bed Bath & Beyond, even Amazon. You'll find all kinds of spiralizers. So, okay, so the chicken piccata with creamy zoodles is 2 smart points, which includes 1 chicken cutlet, 2 tablespoons of sauce, which is on 1/3 cup of zoodles. So you actually mix the sauce in with the zoodles and then measure it to 1/3 cup. I'm not gonna measure it to 1/3 cup. My gosh, 2 smart points per serving. I'm not too worried about it. On my dinners, I'll go as high as 10. So I won't be measuring anything that goes on our plate tonight. It's all measured in here. It serves 4. You have 4 4-ounce fillets of chicken is what it calls for. And normally you can also buy spiralized squash already done in the produce section of the grocery store. And I talked about this last week as far as doing it ahead of time and letting it kind of salt it and let moisture drip out of it. But we're gonna do it exactly how the recipe says to do it, which is spiralize it and then cook it and drain it. This calls for draining afterwards, so that's what we're gonna do. Do you need a bowl?
Yeah, you might. Thank you. Ouch.
So you can see, you come out with some pretty long zoodles. I was almost going to do it with angel hair pasta, but not knowing what Kathy's had tracked for the day, and I knew what I had tracked, I thought I better keep it at the zoodles. Keep it low point. actually have little handheld spiralizers too. I had one in my hand before I found this one, and I knew I was going to be using it a lot, so this one was $39.99 at Bed Bath & Beyond, plus my 20% discount. So she's almost done with that, and then we'll move on to getting our chicken going. This, again, this is another really fast recipe. Okay. And if you're a waste not whatnot person, you can chop up those little bits that come out, but I'm not doing that. We have plenty. I think that's an 8-cup container, so there's a lot of
noodles here.
There's a lot of noodles. It cooks down. Okay, so we're gonna move on to our chicken. I've already patted it dry. These are not, this is 1 pound of chicken. So I could have used chicken tenders, but I didn't, and we're actually, each one of us are eating one of these fillets, so there you have it. It says, sprinkle the chicken with salt and pepper. Kathy and I grew up in homes where our moms did a lot of fried chicken. They're from Nebraska. So we're gonna do what we learned to do, and that was to put your flour in a bag, salt and pepper it, and shake it. That's the way they did it. It worked great for them, so that's what we're doing. And the bag is back there. So what you're gonna do is take 4 teaspoons of olive oil. Let me switch it back here so you can watch us work. Good Lord willing, and the creek don't rise, I won't set my board on fire. There's 1.5. I kind of went over there a little bit. Guy, 4 is really a lot. I think I'm gonna do 2, and then if I need more, I'm gonna add it. Doesn't that look like a lot of oil to you?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do. I don't know that we really need.
Maybe not if it were in the big pan, but in
yeah,
the little pan, it sure looks like a
yeah.
lot.
So that's what we're gonna do. So I'm gonna start heating this up. So now I got to get my other sister from another mother here because Kathy has a twin, and we've been going to Weight Watchers forever. So I need to get her in here cooking too. I might have to push it off till later because she's a working girl.
Do breakfast with her.
Yeah, we could do breakfast. It'd have to be an early one. So this works so much better, you guys. Look. If we put 2 tablespoons of flour on a piece of wax paper,
Plenty left.
we would never be able to cover our chicken. We just wouldn't. We learned some good things from our mama.
Yeah.
So, I'm just gonna,
So can we take points away because there's flour left?
that's what I was thinking. Oh, great minds think alike. Okay, so I just spread that 2 teaspoons of olive oil around. We're gonna put that in the pan. You can.
Already?
Yeah, it's ready. We can put that in, and we're going to cook that until it's good and browned and done. We want it done.
Look at all that.
There's probably at least 1 tablespoon left in there that we did not use. So put it in
That's
a
a
bag,
lot.
folks. Shake it. Okay, so we got that going. Okay, I want to hear from you guys. Who's having trouble on freestyle? Drop comments below because I want to do something with that because you all know that I'm kind of trying to work on. I really want it to be a conversation about different topics for the group, and I see a lot of people really struggling with freestyle. And if you are, drop a comment below because that's going to be I have that scheduled for the very first topic. I just need a volunteer who wants to pop on live with me so that we can talk about it. That's it. Step up. Come on. Okay, so we got that going. That's going to take a bit. What else should we talk about? Oh, I know. Who knows what a caper is? Come on over. Come on over. Okay, I gotta move the other way. Okay. Who knows what a caper is? There. We found out what a caper was because we didn't know. Go ahead, Kathy. What's a caper?
It's a plant. It's the bud of a plant.
And they
In a
pickle it.
nutshell. Yeah. And they pickle it.
And they pickle it.
Yeah.
So I've used capers in a few things, and I personally don't like the pickle part so much. You guys might. So I rinse them. You can do whatever you want, but that's what a caper is. So our chicken's moving along. Bruce, gonna
I
look
think you would need more oil than that.
Oh no, it's doing fine in the 2 teaspoons of oil. We just saved ourselves, I'll have to look it up because I don't remember, I don't know points off my, I have to track everything. So meanwhile, we can get this going. There's 2 tablespoons of chicken broth for our noodles, and that's, yeah, that one. And what we're gonna do is bring that to a boil because we can get this going and then let it drain. Just gonna let this cook a little bit. Check on our chicken. I'm sweating here.
As soon as the air goes off.
I'm turning the air on.
That's
Hold on.
It just
Okay. These are thin cut too. Believe it or not, it looks kind of thick, but these are considered thin cut. And I think they're doing just fine in that 2 teaspoons of oil. There's still oil in there.
maybe if the 4th fillet were in there.
Yeah, you could be right. I guess, well, I mean, to me, a pound of chicken is a pound of chicken. But
I still think I would use 4 teaspoons.
for more fillets,
Yeah.
you mean in here or?
In there. If you had a 4th fillet in there,
Yeah.
I don't think you would need the full 4
Oh,
teaspoons.
yeah. I don't think so either.
Maybe 3? I don't know.
Don't you just love a good collaboration? I mean, I'd be sitting here by myself, literally talking to myself about how much oil to stick in the pan. So it's kind of nice to have somebody here. You guys are welcome in my kitchen. If anybody's local to me, come on over. We'll have dinner. I mean, look, she's coming. I don't make all of my guests cook their own dinner, but you know, it's Monday.
Only when they comment, right?
Only when they comment. I say, come on over. Come on. Okay, so that's coming to a boil. So we're going to take our zoodles, put them in the pan, and cook them, it says, for 2 minutes. Crisp, tender. I can't say this enough, you guys. You can totally overcook these zoodles. And when you do, they're a little on the mushy side. Turn this down. We might need another teaspoon of oil. That'd be 1 teaspoon per fillet. I mean, that's not bad. I'm going to turn this down a little bit. So the zoodles, we just kind of keep an eye on. Just because it says 2 minutes doesn't mean it's going to need the full 2 minutes. So I was thinking, this is probably one of those things that could be done ahead of time.
The Zoodles?
So you could, like ahead of time, like even the day before, you could have those all spiralized, and they're good to set in the refrigerator anyway. It allows the moisture to kind of come out of them. You can have your chicken cooked, and all you'd have to do is the third step where you're actually making the sauce for this and the sauce for that. But truthfully, it's a pretty fast recipe to be able to come home and do it. And make enough for leftovers. I know there's a lot of meal planners out there. I'd like to hear from you guys too, because I want to do a segment on that as well. I don't meal plan. Except on Mondays. I meal plan on Mondays. Okay, so this is starting to let go on the pan. That's a good way to tell if the meat is getting done. It'll kind of be stuck to the pan, and if you move it and it pulls away, then it's usually good to go. Oh, it's beautiful. I'll also tell you, and Kathy can too, she can weigh in on it too, what we think of the recipe taste-wise. And
Well, Weight Watchers is not a diet, so it should taste pretty darn good.
I agree.
Everyday ingredients.
Yeah. You don't have to go get anything special except for capers, and some people have capers on hand. My husband told me, oh, we have capers. They're up in the cupboard, but they've probably been there for 5 years. So I got new capers. Okay, so I'm gonna pull these off. Okay. Now, what we're gonna do in here with the remaining olive oil and the brown bits in the skillet, we're gonna add shallots, which is a 1/4 cup of shallots. We are gonna add 1 small lemon that's been thinly sliced. And we're just gonna cook this until the shallots brown. When I originally started doing these videos, it was going to be strictly recipes from the weeklies, but quite honestly, they have to appeal to me, or I don't want to do them.
You're not all of them, dude.
Yeah, so I just think it's funny. We both looked at this and we're like, oh yeah. How are the Zoodles doing? If they're nearing done, then we can put those over and let those drain. Okay, so our shallots are brown. Spread this out a little bit. Now we're going to add a 1/4 cup of chicken broth, 3 tablespoons of lemon juice, 2 tablespoons of capers. What do you need?
Nothing. I was looking for
the strainer?
Yeah. I think that's
I don't think this is hot. Yeah, it's done. You see all the nice brown is coming up off the bottom.
Do that. So we'll do that.
Okay, so what you're going to do, we're going to simmer this. We're scraping all the brown off the bottom. So as this simmers, you need a spoon?
Yeah. Sorry.
That's okay. Yeah. Mi casa, su casa. Okay, so that's simmering away. Smells amazing. Spread those around a little bit. so you can see this is not a thick sauce in here. Okay, so this is going, then we're gonna put back our chicken with any juices that came out of the chicken that are on the plate. In there, and basically that's it. And then we'll take the juices and stuff here and we'll spoon it over the chicken. And now we're going to work on the sauce for the creamy zoodles. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to add, we did that, we need to add to the pan the drained zoodles. They actually drain out pretty good there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna put the zoodles back in the pan. We're gonna add 2 tablespoons of Greek yogurt.
A spoon.
Yeah. And we're gonna add 2 tablespoons of chopped basil. That's parsley, but yeah, basil. Salt and pepper to taste. Oh my gosh, this chicken smells divine. And we're going to heat that through. Now to me, I would probably put that in the pan first and then add, get it spread around.
Yeah.
But it's mixing good, yeah.
This is good. So. At first I thought, oh, it's all in one clump.
Right, right. But it's mixing up good. That's it. So what we're gonna do, let me switch that up. We're gonna plate it, picture it, post the recipe after we eat. Thanks everybody for tuning in. I hope it's of value to you. Let me know if there's any weeklies that you have in your stash that you want to see done. Send them along my way. I get on their website all the time, but I'm sure you do too. That's why I like to find recipes that are in different places. So take care everybody. Thanks for tuning in, and you're welcome to my kitchen anytime. Bye. You want to say bye?
Bye.